Okay, number 5H is consideration of approving amended Elliott Equipment Company's bill for garbage truck to include options. And last council meeting, we talked about the bill, but that did not include the option. It is included in this one. And
I believe I may, when Mr. Frederick, Councilman Frederick was asking about it, I may have stated that that was the price for the truck. I misspoke to you, Jim, when I said that. There was an option. We particularly asked for the bill without the options included because at the time we didn't know what options we would be moving forward with. We'd included it into the list of options we wanted to accept, but not into the price of the truck. So there was a discrepancy for and particularly it's one option, the kick plate for the commercial dumpsters.
How come we got it so quick?
The Elliott had a unit that was pretty much it is the exact same unit we wanted to get. It was actually purchased by a private company, and the private company financing fell through. So Elliott does carry units on hand, and in this particular case, it just so happened with that fall through, they did have this unit on hand. Asked us, since it met the package that we were requesting, if we were interested in it, and they did. And of course, our communication to them was yes, if it could keep us from having to wait 4 months to get it, we'd be happy to take it off their hands.
Yeah, that where that additional dumpster lift was in on that one then, was it?
We would have had to have it either way. It would have been an option either way. We would have ordered it, Jim. The old standard that we use to pick up the dumpsters is a chaining unit, and under the terms of OSHA, they want you to phase those out.
Chains are out. Well, the biggest reason, if they get to pulling them in there, and say the dumpster gets not straight, and say something falls down, and they've got a triangle there, if they can stick their arms in and whatever, or if the lid flops down, they can get tangled up in it and get hurt. This way, this kick plate, it's locked in, and then it comes up from underneath and dumps it. And it don't pull it up with hooks and cables. And it's actually safer. When it's locked in, they can't get out of there, and they can't stick their arm in, but they can't get in it. And it's a better deal.
Well, I guess I agree, but I remember, when you were sitting over here, I asked you, is this the truck that had everything in it, and this is the price, and all the options you wanted, and I guess I'm kind of confused about now.
I thought it was in there too, but Adam says no. This truck is 2 cubic yards bigger than what we spec. We spec an 18, this is a 20. We spec a standard black and white camera for backing up. This one's color and audio, which is naturally more. This one's got...
Well, the only option that there was any cost associated with was the kick plate.
Well, that would be the above. The options I'm telling you were on this truck, that basically they're options, but they're not costing us.
Right. He basically said, I'll give it to you for that price without the options included. Because I'm going to argue that he probably wanted to get it off his hands, because he was going to have a unit sitting there.
So if I understand you, Bob, the kick plate is really a safety issue. It could prevent an injury. Is that understandable? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Why did they charge an administrative fee to sell a garbage?
Actually, if you look at the pricing, the original pricing for the project, what they do is they subtract that out of the original price and then add it back in at the end as a separate line item. And they were actually explaining that to me, because I had the exact same question. Why is there administration fee here? He says that was actually built in under that $120,581 price that he had originally.
what is it?
It's a processing fee that they show that they actually delivered the vehicle.
That's actually charged on a lot of new cars when you buy it from some of these dealerships.
What happens if we don't approve it?
I would cut him a check for everything except the roughly $5,000 for the tow lift.
Will you take it out?
Well, the only thing I have is, if it wasn't what we ordered, we should have not took that until we had a council meeting. You know, you can do anything you want then, just get something and come back later and say, well, we changed our mind, so we got it here, so we'll take it. That ain't a good way to do business.
I think the truck was voted on, it just was not clear that at the time, we voted on having that option in it. What wasn't clear was that it wasn't included in the guy's cost.
Correct. That was the issue.
We voted on having the option, because that was one of the things that was included. But what wasn't made to be clear by whomever, I don't know who's even responsible for it, was that the cost of that lift thing was not included in the cost of the truck.
I had stated that it was and it was not.
Well, I do agree with Jim on that point, that, you know, when you're dealing with something like this, and this is not our money, this is not a private concern, you know, that we're dealing with, you know, city money here, that, you know, there is, you know, he does have a point that accepting that truck and using it, all of a sudden, you know, we got that $5,000 bill, that's going to create an issue.
But, you know, it had, you know, now that the safety issue that has come up, you know, my question would be is,
Well, I agree.
would you vote against something if it were,
Well, if it was required by OSHA, should have been on there to begin with.
It was in there to begin with, the price just wasn't included in it, because we asked it to be an option in the way that we drafted the bid.
So it was an error. You made an error.
I made an error in making a statement last time
Okay.
that it was included in the price, and it was not. It was included in the package we wanted to buy, it just wasn't included in the price.
I think it's something we need. I'll make a motion to pay.
Out of what fund?
Out of the same fund it came from.
The gas fund?
Yes.
Is there a second for the motion that's on the table?
I'll second it.
Call for a vote.
Councilman Brenny,
Yes.
Councilman Frederick,
I'll vote yes, but very grudgingly.
Councilman Sullivan,
Yes.
Councilman Hanson.
Yes.
Thank you.